It's a huge honor to be nominated and then to be selected. June Callwood was well known in our province and across Canada for her humanitarian work, especially for vulnerable people and women as well. And so I'm honored about that, and I'm grateful too.
I was really pleased to be able to do this for Jane. I took over her role about a year ago, and it didn't take too long before I realized what Jane had accomplished in this role. I've known Jane for quite a few years. I used to be at the clinical end at hospice before I took over this role, and I would call or email Jane requesting volunteer support for hospice, and she would always get back to me in a timely fashion, always provide help, but I never really knew what went on behind the scenes. And Jane not only did one role of managing volunteers, she did two. So she was working on grief and bereavement coordinating, as well as visiting volunteer coordinating. When Jane retired, two people were put in her place. And both of those people, myself being one of them, found it a lot. I really honestly don't know how Jane pulled it off. She did it seamlessly and with such grace and never looked flustered, and did so much for our community and managed our volunteers so well, two separate groups of volunteers. And there's just so much to the role of managing that part, and my hat goes off to her. I don't know how she did it.
I've had the pleasure of working with Jane before she retired for 11 years, and she is so well deserving of this award. It's really incredible. And as Pam said too, all the things that Jane did within her role is amazing, but she also did it with a calmness, and it was also always fun to work with. We really enjoyed, having Jane, and I think representing really hospice in the organization and the June Callwood Award and what June Callwood is all about. Jane couldn't have been a better recipient of the award.
Hospice is just the heart of life, right? And so I was very honored to be selected as a program coordinator when I started the job. And also, in our lives, and in my life in particular, I've said goodbye to people, and I know how important when somebody is ill to have support. So that was what excited me.